Hello, Virgo. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Orion's Animal Tarot, and the bottom here it has Ambisun. The website you can find it at is rockpoolpublishing.co. I believe there's something in here about if you go to the website, you can download a free deck. I think something like that. I don't know how old this is, though. I didn't see a date on it, so I don't know if it's still valid. But if you want to check it out, feel free. Supportive Oracle Cards, Energy Oracle Cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. There's websites for Sandra. They're Hay House websites. There they are. Feel free to check those out if you want to. There's also Hay House Radio here on the back with Sandra's picture. So feel free to freeze frame and any of that if you want it, of course. Of course. What do we have for Virgo? Are things going well for Virgo? That card. It's a good card. It's just, in this deck, it's just ugly. I think it's an ugly card. It's the Judgment card. It has a fly on it. I think it's just... I hate seeing it. I hate seeing it. I usually like the Judgment card. Here's what it looks like. And it seems to be proper for this reading for you because somebody else has made a judgment. They've decided what they're going to do. Yeah. I'm also getting this card in with it, which is the Ace of Cups. So they're getting what they want. They're doing what they want. They're doing what they want. I keep getting it's what they want. It's all about what they want. It feels like that very much. It's all about what they want. Okay. You're trying to hold on. I feel like you don't want to give in to this, but the judgment has already been passed. So it's kind of like the longer you hold on, it just seems to work more against you. Is there anything that could go better for that part for Virgo? It's like you don't want. It's like this is one of your strengths, though, to not let go, to hold on, and to be sure if that's the right move. So it just feels counterintuitive to say just to let go. It doesn't seem like that makes a lot of sense. The Devil card and the Six of Swords. You're not gonna like this. You're not gonna like this, but the easiest version I can see to let go is to just to kind of ignore the situation temporarily. Because it doesn't seem like there's anything we could do to fix it. The Hanged Man is here. And it's kind of like I can't, it's kind of like, all right, you can't stay here. So it's like, all right, so I'm outside, but I'm not leaving yet. Like, I can't be in the building. All right, I'm not in the building, but I don't know where I'm going yet. So I'm just going to disengage for a minute and just think about my options. I'm not going anywhere specific. I'm outside the area I'm not allowed to be in. I don't know where I'm going to go, but I'm just going to hang out here for a moment on the sidewalk and just think about my options. I just don't see a version where you're going to be liking that part. But I feel like just kind of I don't know. It just feels like I'm stepping out of the situation. I'm trying to just detach myself from the situation altogether. So, if this was a friend group, and there was something going on here where people are doing things that you didn't like, whatever it is, I just feel like if I'm just removing myself from the friend group for a little while, somehow, some way, I'm just literally, I'm not making any decisions. I'm just taking myself out of it for now. I'm just taking myself out of the situation, and that's what I'm doing for right now. I also see if you step back and think about it, it's kind of like if I want to keep going the way I was going, I don't see that really working. If I go the way that they want me to go, I really don't see that working either. But I guess I have to decide which is better. You see, things have to change. This situation is going to have to change. The Journey card is coming, but you have to go when you're ready to go. So stepping out of the situation for a minute to get your bearings. I see, like, I keep looking at this, like, I obviously can't keep doing what I was doing. There's just no winning with that. But I don't feel like going that direction is really winning either. I don't know. I don't like it. I feel like you're trying to talk it out. I'm just not really sure if it's working. Is that advice? Or is that just... what? Like, you got the Queen of Swords here. So I'm trying to figure out, like, what do you need to do with that? I just feel like talking isn't working. I keep feeling like talking isn't working. The Sun card and the Two of Cups. Okay. No, this is you making up your own mind. What do you want? What do you really want? And if it doesn't work with this group of people, who would it work with? So for some of you, I feel like it's very stereotypical, but it could be a job thing where judgment has been rendered, you don't like where things are going, you can't really fight against it, but you don't want to go where things are going. This might be one of those moments where it might be the easiest for you to start a job somewhere else or go to a different department. Because you're not happy anyway, and it's kind of like the bottom was taken out of the situation is kind of how it feels to me. Where I was, I'm not allowed to be anymore, and things have to change. I don't really want to go where they have to change, so maybe this is my best time to go somewhere else. It's kind of like, what do you really want? What would make you really happy? If you can't have it here, can you have it somewhere else? This might be the easiest time to make that decision. Because I'm getting, like, the Devil card comes in again, but this might be, see, this is, the tarot cards, like, you got to kind of see what's going on around them. And this is an earth energy. Virgo's an earth energy. Maybe it's time for you to do what you want. And, like, if other people don't like it, well, too bad for them. I don't think it's selfish for you to, like, everybody's making their own judgment. They're doing what they want. It's really not selfish for you to do the same for yourself if other people, especially if other people are doing it for themselves. But it might be viewed as, you know, the unfavorable. It may be viewed as other people, like, don't want you to do that. It might give you a hard time about it. For example, if it is a job thing, maybe there's people that depend on you financially, and it makes them nervous that you're going to be changing where you work. Maybe it makes them uncomfortable, and they think you're selfish. It doesn't mean you actually are, but maybe it's time for you to get what you want, and just kind of like, well, you know, maybe it's time for me to have what I want too. Everybody else gets what they want. Maybe it's time for Virgo to get what they want. Yeah, because I feel like you're moving on from a situation. You might be moving on from a situation. And the way this deck kind of portrays this card, the Six of Swords is just usually like moving on from a difficult time, moving into calmer waters. But this seems like it's the end of a problem. It's kind of like, you know, there's a lot of swords sticking in this scary looking thing. So it's kind of like this might be your version of the end of the problem. It's kind of like a peaceful solution by you just going somewhere else. Other people, I really feel like they don't like this. They just took it for granted that you would do what they wanted you to do. You would do what they wanted you. They took it for granted that you would just follow suit, and whatever they told you to do, you would do it. I feel like, did I say that? They would do what you wanted to do. Maybe they took it for granted that you would want to do what they wanted you to do. Maybe something like that. I feel like we're really mincing the words. Maybe they took for granted that you wouldn't do what you wanted to do. Maybe that was what I should have said. But I feel like you might be going on to something better at this point. The Empress in this deck, with the bird on it here, I think that's a heron. I could be completely wrong. But I feel like you're kind of like standing on your own and moving forward where you want to be. And you're kind of going forward and like, all right, you guys don't want to do it my way? I get it. That's cool. You don't have to do it my way, but I don't have to be here either. And you're moving forward. You're moving forward and you're doing what you need to do. This situation might actually be more of a gift in the long run. Might be more of a gift in the long run. You might not feel like it is right now, but once you're in your new situation, you might be very happy that things have changed. Because I get a lot of things where you're going on to something else. The Empress here, it's not normally like that, but with the bird there, I really feel like it's like taking flight, moving on. And then the Three of Wands is moving on. Sometimes, you know, your ship it's time for you to get your ship, find your new ship, you know, your ship coming in, you deciding that it's time for a new ship to come in sometimes. there's no ship in that card, but I think that's a stereotypical read of that card. Kind of like, I'm moving on, I'm moving forward, I got better things to do, and I'm not going to stand here and be a part of this situation that doesn't honor my feelings anyway, so why hang around and wait for somebody else to decide they want to give me something? How about I just give to myself and you can go give to somebody else too? I'm just going to leave. This might be the easiest time to do that. The easiest time to do that. If this reading is hitting, I feel like in the very beginning, as it is, I feel like you're just not happy with the situation to start with. So, whatever situation it is, could be business, could be a friendship for some of you, where maybe you've had a friendship for a while and you're like, you know what, this doesn't seem to be going my way. Maybe this is better to find a different friendship. Could be that, saying goodbye to a friendship. May not be a hard ending to it, but it might be like, we hang out 2 to 3 times a week. Maybe let's hang out 2 to 3 times a month. Maybe 2 to 3 times a season, the way it's going. It could be something like that. All right, I think we're good. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below with the same email. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day.